This is incredible. What a view. Main top of the world. So this is the first cave we're entering. अब इतना रिस्क लेना ही पड़ेगा. I think I should go. It seems like traveling back in time. The entire structure is quite amazing, and it was once part of the Ladakhi dynasty. Where did I was? I'm speechless right now. It seems like traveling back in time. आ जाओ फिर. Leh for the past 3 days has been just so wonderful. मैं अपनी traveler's life के पूरे मजे ले रही हूँ, and glad that I made to Leh in this off season with less crowd around, and the weather has been kind so far. So the plan of action for the upcoming 2 days is going to be some 150 kilometers away from the Leh town, crossing into the Sham Valley and exploring some untouched terrains on the way, and then stepping into the Aryan Valley finally. और इस सफ़र में भी होंगी कुछ दिलचस्प किस्से और कहानियाँ from the pages of history, and believe me, this is going to be a visual treat all through. I mean, in my life so far as a traveler, I haven't been to such historical terrains and places where architecture is so vivid and so awe-inspiring. I'm really excited as I skip the ordinary. So before I move, we're trying this Kashmiri bread, this staple Kashmiri breakfast. So I thought, let's skip the hotel breakfast today and try something local. This is served with noon chai or some sabzi. But it's really cheap. It's just for $10. और थोड़ा अपनी touristy mood से बाहर आना होगा. So you'll have to come into the lanes near the Leh market, and you find such bakeries all around, fresh from the oven. Come. Finally reached our first stop of the day, which is the Basco Fort and Palace. You can see behind me, we're here in the Basco village. तो हमें लगा लेह से लगभग 1 घंटा on the Leh-Srinagar highway. It's a bit of detour from Nemo and then to the Basco village up here, and it's a beautiful sight here. This is our first destination on our off-peak Leh trip. Basco was strategically located on the trade route, the junction between Upper and Lower Ladakh, and also had access to the Silk Route. तो अभी चलते हैं और देखते हैं Basco Fort and Palace, and there are a few temples and monasteries here, and let's know about some interesting history that this place has. So you have ruins of the once inhabited fort here. It seems like very naturally crafted rocks, over centuries, and man, what an incredible sight. I'm awestruck. Bhagan, who established the Namgyal dynasty in 1460 and took over the title of the Namgyal, which actually means triumphant, to be victorious. So Namgyal dynasty, जहाँ भी आप पढ़ते हैं, so it was he who started the dynasty under the name of the Namgyals, and that's one interesting fact. So the Basco Fort has 3 temples basically, partly a palace and temple. And you have this beautiful Buddha here, one of the Buddhas, the tallest being the 45-feet statue of Buddha. Age-old murals inside. It's really nice to see how once a civilization existed and not invaded, and still the structures are lying intact. The second part of the complex here at Basgo is the palace. I just need to know whether it's open or closed because although there is an entry ticket, लेकिन यहाँ पर I don't see any official. I think एक लामा होते हैं. If you come in the morning, you can see the 45 feet Buddha statue, which we missed because it's closed. I think there are certain timings to visit it. So when you plan to visit Basgo, please, it's an advice, come early so that आप एक बहुत खूबसूरत ancient Buddha statue को देखना miss ना करें. Bad luck. Anyways, let's show you the palace. So you have a number of stairs to climb up, and that's kind of a good exercise. I don't mind that. The weather is a little, sun is over the head, so it's a little warm, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful sight, and you kind of forget everything. So that's the entry to the palace, which is closed for the visitors. मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा सा ना ये थोड़ा सा disappointing होता है ऐसी जगहों पर आकर. I think there are not enough visitors daily, so the place is not open for visitors in the entire day, I mean from morning to evening. So the best thing is to come in the morning so that you can have a view of the entire place and not miss it like us. So guys, where I'm headed right now is probably the best kept secret of Sham Valley. हम जा रहे हैं देखने बुद्धिस्ट कला का एक बेहतरीन नमूना, best example of the ancient art and architecture here in Saspol village, which is about say one and a half hour away from Leh town. And I don't mind taking this trail. The views are absolutely amazing. Come along. किसी को नहीं पता कि यहाँ इतनी दूर on the national highway to Srinagar from Leh, there is this treasure. So these served as meditation centers for the Buddhist monks and one of the finest examples of rock-cut cave temples in northern India. There's miniatures of Buddha and they're all in equal size and shapes and they still survived the times. And nobody, knew, I guess, about it. And not many visitors come here, so you don't find the influx of tourists. So ये जितना भी art है, it's well preserved, and I'm speechless right now. Smaller cave. So these are bigger Buddha paintings, but not as colorful as the other one we just went into. These are mainly in red and whites and shades of black. You look at them and find a relative difference between how the Buddha's face was painted in another painting and the usual ones that we have seen in the statues, and these are between 13th and 14th century. So there's a slight difference between how the nose and eyes are done. This is one of the open caves and not guarded fully, and the color pattern is more of red and white. It's faded and it's become orange as of now. So with the passage of time, it has lost its luster because it's not covered. और यही reason वक्त के साथ fade हो गई है. But you can still see somewhere Buddha's face.
Climbing up to the Saspol caves किसी adventure से कम नहीं है. But I was right there in the land of the adventures itself. हालांकि रास्ता काफ़ी हद तक डरावना था, लेकिन मैंने इरादा कर ही लिया पहाड़ के ऊपर पहुंचने का और ससपोल किले के बचे हुए खंडर करीब से देखने का. और ऐसी किसी जगह पहुंचकर कभी-कभी ना आपका उस जगह को देखने का नज़रिया ही बदल जाता है. द प्लेस सीम्ड सो डिवाइन. वहाँ कोई नहीं था मेरे अलावा, एन एब्सोल्यूट स्टिलनेस, ओनली द साउंड ऑफ द स्वर्लिंग विंड्स. सच कहूँ तो यहाँ पहुँचते ही ना एक अलग सा ऑरा महसूस होता है, एज इफ आई हैड लैंडेड ऑन सम अदर प्लैनेट. एंड लुकिंग एट द रूइंस, सिर्फ मिट्टी से बनी सैसपुल किले की एक दीवार आज भी मजबूती से मौजूद है, टेलिंग टेल्स ऑफ द वंस फोर्टिफाइड टेरिटरी ऑफ द लद्दाखी किंग्स. और यहाँ से इंदस नदी और ससपुल गांव का नज़ारा बेहद खूबसूरत. एंड आई कुड इवन से हैप्पीनेस इज लैंडिंग ऑन टॉप ऑफ द माउंटेन.
So we're at the Alchi village. Monastery तो हम नहीं देख पाए because it's strictly prohibited. The photography and videography is strictly prohibited inside the premises. But believe me, ambience will certainly fill your heart with calmness and a smile on your face. So we're at the Alchi kitchen. It's been third day in Leh, and today we're in Alchi. It's a beautiful small village here and a beautiful monastery. And here we are with Nilza, the award-winning chef. The restaurant name is Alchi Kitchen. So whenever you're in Leh and you want to do something offbeat and obviously try something offbeat and local, come to Alchi and come to Alchi Kitchen. Here.
We started first.
Alright.
Now there are a couple
There
of
are
more.
many people followed.
Yeah. So yeah, it was actually before us. There was only some small cafes, not a full-fledged restaurant. So we started first.
So it's become very famous, and there are people who come from far off and give references. Social media has really helped.
Very much.
Very much.
Yeah. So first journal was Wall Street Journal. That was the big,
The big breakthrough.
Yeah, breakthrough. And after that, Lonely Planet. So before pre-pandemic, more foreigners used to come. So,
I think everyone wants to try something, unique.
yeah, because our Ladakhi food is more on the bland side.
Yeah. Actually, it's not very spicy
less
and
spice.
yeah.
So, but now, yeah, people are like,
Hmm.
it's like more
So
like
what we're having is
this is kambir with Nutella.
kambir with Nutella, kind of fusion food.
Fusion.
The kambir is a fermented Ladakhi bread,
Especially meant for kids.
especially meant for kids. But since it was the evening time and not a proper meal that we required, it's really yum. और एक बार ज़रूर try करना चाहिए. Along with it, I'm having something very original, the apricot juice that you grow here. It's really tasty, healthy as well.
And that was a wrap up of the first episode of my offbeat Ladakh journey. See you soon in the upcoming vlog. Till then, happy traveling!